everybody, AJ here. You can never win if you're afraid to lose. Now, one of my brokers yesterday talked to me about that, mentioned that yesterday, and I think she kind of invented it. And it really, I've been thinking about this for 24 hours. And, we talked about questions this week and what questions are we going to ask, effective questions. And, what's the thing today? Let's just talk about today. All right. What's the thing today that, you're up, you're watching this, you got some things planned. Um, what's the thing today that you're like, okay, I really need to get this done, or I really like to get this done, right? And someone on my earlier call mentioned the 20 seconds to courage, or I talked about, you want to do something, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go out and do it, right? What's the thing today that, you know, you want to do, but what's bugging you, right? And when you ask yourself the question, you can, or the statement, you can never win if you're afraid to lose. What is it about wanting to win at something? And I don't mean always being number one in your field, or beating a sibling, or beating someone at a race. That's not what I mean. I mean it's more like more you winning for you, right? And if I'm afraid to get up at 5 a.m. and sit down, grab my stuff, and just go for it, right? If I'm afraid to do that, I can never win at beating, you know, what I've done in the past in terms of time management and those kind of things, right? That's kind of not the greatest example, but, or if I want to, write a book, or if I just want to write a one-page blog that I'm going to post somewhere. That's all I want to do, and maybe do one or two of those a week, okay? So that eventually in 5 or 10 years, I could maybe have some kind of a book, or I want to be an online, social media phenom, right? But I got to start one post at a time. If I'm scared to do it, I can never win. And it doesn't have to be outlandish stuff. Like for me, really, I was going pretty good there for about 45 days, getting up at 5:45. And it's not that I'm not a morning person. It's that I'm a late night person. So if I'm going to bed at 11:30, 12 o'clock, to get up at 5 a.m. makes absolute no sense, because I cannot go on 5 hours sleep. Not anymore. I used to be able to do it, but not anymore. So if I want to win, if I'm scared and nervous or worried, or I think I'm missing out on something by going to bed at 10 o'clock, and the kids are off to bed and everything, and I'm worried about that, or just not in my system. Well, if I'm scared to do that, well then I can't win, right? At getting the day going and getting things early. So that's one of the questions I want to ask you is what is the thing that you really want to win at today, just today, right? What's the thing that you're scared to win at today? And I'm not saying you're going to change your life, or you're going to have a flash of lightning or anything like that, but what is the one thing that you really would like to win? And I don't mean that you want to stick it to your neighbor or something, or something mean or whatever. I'm talking something positive. What is the one thing that you really would just, you just want to overcome that one thing? I want you to reflect on that. And once you've identified it, it could be that, I want to lose that extra 10 pounds, or I want to be able to actually have a gut that looks somewhat like, maybe a 2x4 or something, and it doesn't look like a barrel, right? What's the one thing that you're just like, you've been struggling with, and that's the one thing I want to win at? And the second question is that what is it about that thing that makes you fearful? What is it about that thing that is afraid? So how do I figure? Okay, so let's say I got to lose that extra 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 50 pounds or whatever it is I want to work out. What is it about that? What's the fear that I have that's kind of blocking me, right? Because if I fear that, if I can figure out what that fear is, then I can figure out how to win, right? And if it's 10 pounds or 20 pounds, maybe it's that I'm scared that I can't have the foods that I enjoy, right? Okay, good. That's good. And that's a start towards, if you have fear, it's hard to win. So think about that. And I'm going to read the quote one more time. I have to write it down. You can never win if you're afraid to lose, right? And once again, it's about a positive win. It's about a self-reflective win. It's that 2 minutes of meditation. Why don't I do that every day? What am I afraid of, right? And it comes down to fear a lot of times. So go out there and just recognize what's the thing that you really want to win at, and what's the thing that brings fear in going towards that win. All right. So have a great day. I want you to win. Let's win. And remember, winning is okay. Being rich is okay. Being successful is okay. Being happy is okay. You could do all those things and be humble at the same time and be happy. God bless. Have a great day. Love you lots. And we will see you in the morning.